Happy Wednesday and welcome to our weekly Crafty session. My name is Anne Granger and I'm an independent demonstrator here in Southwest Ontario, Canada, and I'm excited to be with you. I have decided to switch my Facebook Lives to 4:30. Just 8 o'clock sometimes wasn't always working out the best because sometimes my girls wanted to go get ice cream or things, and I know this is a time that would be really good for me when I return back to work in September because I could come home from work, set it up, make supper, and then I have the rest of the evening. So I'm popping on a few minutes early just so I can check my settings and make sure everything is good. Please, first of all, welcome to my craft room, aka my happy place. There's a lot of times you will find me in here creating. It is truly my soul therapy. I love it. I love creating in here with friends. I love coming in and putting on my music and creating. You can't see, but my little puppy is down there sleeping. He's not feeling well. He has an ear infection. Poor little guy. So he loves spending time with me in my craft room. So he is definitely my stamping buddy. So yes, I love spending time in here and I love sharing my creations with others. So let me check my setting and make sure that I am in the right spot. If you're here, say hi. Let me know you're here. Please like, comment, and share on my video. Share with your crafty friends. That's the best way we find out. We want to share this crafting journey with people. Right now in the world, we definitely need hobbies to take our minds off things. And whether that is golfing, whether that is knitting, whether that is stamping, whatever you need, maybe it's just sitting on your deck and reading a book, that is great too. But either way, we all need something to just relax, and for me that is stamping. So I'm excited to be with you. I started these crafting videos 2 years ago, so I believe this is number 94, if not 95. I always know when I go upload the video where I'm at. And each week I bring to you a card or some projects focused around a product. So I've switched up the way I'm doing my Facebook Live. So at the beginning of the month, so the first Wednesday, I always come live with a virtual class. I show you 4 projects around 4 different products. Sometimes it's maybe around a technique or around some one-sheet wonders. And you have the chance to purchase that through a host code for 1 week. And then the following remaining 3 Wednesdays, I take one of the products that we highlighted and showcase more samples for you, because I'm a true believer when you see more samples made with it or see it in action, you're going to want to purchase it or add it to your craft session, to your crafting collection. As you can see, all my inks and stuff are over here, but all my stamp sets are on this side beside my paper. And I know that's true for me. Like, I'll look at something and I'll be like, yeah, no, I don't need that. But then I see what my fabulous demonstrator friends do with it, and I'm like, okay, now I need to add it. So today I'm showcasing one that I've had my eye on for a while. So I am showcasing the Sweetest Cherries stamp set. This actually was a bundle in last year's annual catalog. And I kept looking at it and I kept seeing some fabulous ideas, and I was like, oh, you know what, I'm just gonna hold off. Well, then I ended up realizing once the catalog retiring list came out, it was carrying over. So I actually purchased it back in April, and I am showcasing this week. I love this stamp set. There's so much you can do with it, and I will show you more when I flip it down. And right now, this stamp set is 15% off. So it's like on sale for Canadian price, $21.25 for 1 day only, which is Wednesday, July 19th. Stampin' Up is having a 24-hour stamp sale where all our single stamps are 15% off. Does not include hostess, does not include online exclusives, and it does not count with stamp sets that are in bundles. But you know what I would do? I'd purchase a stamp set and then purchase the dies and the punch after. So let's flip the camera so we can get started. Like I said, if you're here, say hi. If you're watching on the replay, let me know. I will upload this video to YouTube, most likely tomorrow. I always find doing it later in the evening, it takes really slow. So I will put this video on my blog and on my YouTube channel, and I will share you the measurements to the cards that we are making. So it's kind of like a free little crafting project for you. Plus at the end of the video, I have 4 other ways of showing you how to use the cherry stamp set. So I'm gonna flip my camera, and now doing it this time of day, you actually get to see my stamping view. So when I sit in my stamp room, I actually look out the front window. I love it. I see the birds, I see the hummingbirds, I see what's happening in my neighborhood, I know what the weather's like. So you guys get to see that view while I flip you over. So I'm gonna flip my camera. So there's my beautiful view, and I'm gonna flip you up. And I'm just going to move my camera down a little bit. So sometimes I find I need to make sure I'm in the view. Okay, and we're gonna move this over here. So this is where you can find me, www.stampwithann.com. That is the hostess code for the month. If you purchase the hostess, if you use the hostess code this month and spend over 50, you're gonna get tinsel gems, is my way of saying thank you. All right, so let's see. We are using the Sweetest Cherries stamp set. I showcased this last night to my team, and I showed them, let's look at the greetings. So you have sweet day, sweet friend, sweet birthday wishes. You could do thank you for being so sweet, or life is sweet with you in it, wishing you a sweet birthday, wishing you a sweet day. There's lots of different options that you can do with this stamp set. And then I think of this as like a little a blanket, maybe, or a basket. You could do so much with this. So this is a stamp set. Now it does have a coordinating punch with it, and it's called the Cherry Builder Punch. They are sold separately. So you can purchase the stamp set and purchase the punch, and you can find them in our catalog. So this is our 2023 annual catalog, and you can find this stamp set right here on page 20th. Look how cute these samples are. Stampin' Up Concept Artist does amazing samples. Like, I want to case this one. I love this card. I really think I want to switch it up and make some thank you cards with it. So you can see that right here it shows you the price, how much the blocks you need, and the stamp, the punch is sold on $149. So if you turn to $149, the punch is right here, so it's $30. So remember, this stamp set is 15% off today. So I wanted to share that with you. Then I want to share you other projects that I'm using, just so you know. I am using one of the dies from the Something Fancy dies. These are one of my top dies. I love any label dies, and I love using this one. I love this one for tags. I haven't really played around with this one, but I do like these too. So I'm using these dies in my project today. I am using the colors Poppy Parade and Lemon Lime Twist. Definitely very summery colors. And I am using the black and white checkered ribbon. So those are the products that we are using in our project today. Plus, I'm using the gorgeous Zanny Zoo, or is it Zoo? What's it called? Zoo Crew Designer Series paper. Now, you're probably thinking, well, Ann, what does that have to do with your project? Well, it really does. It's because this side has all these fun zoo print characters on it. But the back side has fun black and white patterns. So the pattern that I am using is this checkered one, or zigzags. So always, the one thing about designer series paper with Stampin' Up, I always find one has patterns, like, and then the other one is like geometric. So I always like that. So that's a good one. All right, so let's get started. I have all my pieces done here for us, most of them. We just have to do some stamping. And as I said, I have a bunch of projects to share with you at the end. So I'm going to put my card here so I know what I'm doing. So our base is Poppy Parade, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So you're going to use your bone folder. If you're just catching me live and joining me, welcome to our Crafty session. My name is Ann Granger. I'm a demonstrator here in Canada. And I usually go live at 8 p.m., but I'm switching it up and going live at 4:30 because I tried to think of the different time zones, and I'm thinking, yeah, this time zone is like, 8 p.m. is 9 out east or like 6 out west, so I try to switch it up. So this is mid-afternoon out west. I have a piece of black that is 4 by 5 1/4. I have a piece of white that is 3 3/4 by 5, and I have a piece of vellum cardstock, and it's the same size, 3 3/4 by 5. We're actually just going to put those aside for now. And I also have a piece of designer series paper, which is at Zoo Crew, and it is 1.5 by, I believe, 3 3/4. So if So in case you're just, and I will write all these measurements down for you, not to worry. And I also have our die cut already. So what I usually do is at the beginning of the month or just before, I will sit down and create all my projects so that I'm ready to go. And I've been doing that for 2 months and I'm loving it. I'm telling you, it's making my life so much easier. And I'm finding I've had more time to do other things in my business, like blogging or social media. So I'm excited about that. Okay, so we are using the cherry stamp set. And I'm going to put it on a clear block. And I also need one for the stem. So that's what we're going to, I'm going to try to get a smaller one here. No, let's go for a bigger one. So this is what we're doing right now. We're doing the cherries and the stems. So on my card, I actually randomly stamped the cherries. So we're going to stamp them in Poppy Parade, and I randomly just stamped them on my card base. I didn't necessarily be like, you know, I just kind of made them different ways, and you'll see why in a minute. As we put the card together, it'll make sense. And we'll just put one there. So that, oop, that one kind of got popped off. That's okay, we'll cover that up. You can always cover your mistakes. That's the one thing about stamping. You can always flip your paper over. I'm gonna leave that out. Okay, so then I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna put that up there for a minute, come in with Lemon Lime Twist. Lemon Lime Twist was one of our returning colors. Stampin' Up just did a color refresh, and this was one of the returning colors. And I have to tell you, I'm so excited because I loved Lemon Lime Twist. So when the color refresh was announced, I was super excited. I'm just gonna put one there. So not necessarily putting them all on, just because I know where I'm gonna have some paper. So that is Lemon Lime Twist. And I'm gonna put those up there for now. I'm just gonna move this out of the way. And I'm actually going to bring in some paper. Let me see here. I'm trying to find a scrap paper. I always leave a little scrap papers. Okay, so we're gonna do the cherry in pop. Woo! That was good. I almost dropped that on my, dang, that would have been interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna put that there. And I'm going to grab the stem and I'm just gonna put it over here, just so I know. Okay. Now we're going to move this out of the way. So this is just a paper piercing mat, and this was our Stamparatus grid sheets. And sadly, we don't sell that anymore, but you can still use them. All right, so I'm using the Cherry Builder Punch. So the one thing I love about punches is you can use them in 2 ways. You can stamp an image and punch, or you can use the punch to create your own cherries. And I'm going to show you on some card samples that I did how I did that. All right, we're going to come in here and line up our stem and punch out. So if you're a new beginner stamper, punches are the way to go. Even as an, I would call myself as an avid stamper, or like an avid, so beginner stamper is your new, casual is you kind of dip into it once in a while. Avid is like you dream, sleep, think about it all the time. You will love your punches. I love punches because they're quick and easy. I don't have to get out a big die cutting machine. Okay, so let me close these up so I don't stick my finger in them. And I'm going to just put this one aside because we will need it for in a minute. Okay, so we've stamped this. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to put the vellum over top of it. And the reason I wanted to put vellum over top was to give it a softer look. And I know sometimes you can see glue dots, but I'm just going to quickly just put them in the corners here. Or you can also put them like on the where your adhesives will be. I just found like sometimes, oh, they're not coming off. You might, they might just spread out for you. All right, so glue dots is another must in your craft room. All right, so let's put that on top. So I just put that there. So you can see how you can see them, but I'm okay with that. I'll show you another way to do them. And I'm gonna go ahead and adhere this to my cardstock. So I stamped on the white, I adhered the vellum to the white, and now I'm going to adhere the vellum to the black. And we're gonna put the black to our card base. So, and we're just gonna So you can see how you can really see that. Not really sure if I like that, but that's okay. Can't fix it now, but I will show you what it looks like when you don't do that. All right, I'm gonna bring in my cherry, my paper here, and I think I'm gonna go a bit this way. So I'm just gonna put paper on that. I am using our seal. You can use glue or any tape runner you have. So there's that. Oh, and I forgot to put ribbon on it. Sugar. This is why so you see, tape, good. Okay, I meant to put ribbon down. So we're gonna put our ribbon down. So just like that, I lay it like that and I flip it over and then I hear it with tape. It's kind of like a cheater. Now let's just do some more adhesive here. As I said, I will upload this video to YouTube, and it will also be on my blog with all the measurements. And I will do that tomorrow. Sometimes I find when at night it takes a little bit longer to upload. Okay, so I have that label. I die cut it from this Something Fancy. We're gonna bring back in our grid and sheet. So when you use a photo palmer stamp set, and what I mean by a photo palmer, you can see these photo palmers are jelly-like. And the reason for that is they're meant for two-step stamping. So like the two-step stamping is we stamp the cherry and then we would stamp the leaf, the stem on top. So sometimes that's considered a two-step stamping. Or for like flowers or anything where you need to add an extra image. So when you have a photo palmer stamp set, you definitely want to make sure you have a paper piercer mat underneath. It just gives you that extra cushion. So we are stamping the word sweet in Memento ink. And I'm just literally inking it up. Sometimes when I have big stamps like this, I'll flip my ink pad over and stamp like this. I find like I get a better coverage. And don't get anything on you. I'm just gonna bring this a little bit closer so I can see where I'm stamping. We're gonna stamp the word sweet up close to the top. So just like that. There's sweet. All right, oh, I stuck my finger in the black ink. Good thing. All right, so let's put that away. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring in the Poppy Parade and we're gonna stamp birthday wishes. So let's get another one. A block. I think this will be, yeah, that's good. All right, so I'm stamping that in Poppy Parade, and we're going to stamp it right there. So sweet birthday wishes. All right, let's close up that ink pad. And let's move this away so I don't have that on the thing. All right, so we're done with this. Now we're gonna bring this in and I'm gonna pop this up with dimensionals. Dimensionals are a must in your craft room. They are like, I use them all the time. And you can never have enough. I always laugh when I find these little dimensionals everywhere. Like I find them at the back door, or I find them sometimes on Timbit's nose, or I find them on the, it's crazy where you find them. It's just so funny. All right, so I'm gonna first put a glue dot on the back of my cherry here, just like this. Here in Southwestern Ontario, summer is the best time for fresh fruit. We're very famous for our strawberries and blueberries and cherries and peaches, and all that stuff is coming on. Like peaches are early this year, I feel like. They usually are not till August, but they're already out. And I've already seen sweet corn, which I feel like is still very early. But oh my gosh, we've had cherries and they're so yummy. One of my favorite things to eat is like cherry turnovers or cherry pies. I don't know, I just love the fruit. It's so yummy. Okay, so I'm just putting my fruit up there. So sweet as a cherry, and then I've already done a bow just to save us some time. And I'm gonna put my bow right, I'm gonna do my bow this way. So I need to put another glue dot. And we're gonna put that right there. And then I'm going to come in with some paper snips. Now, I actually think I need to buy another set of paper snips and put ribbons on it so I don't use them for anything else but ribbon scissors. Definitely want to have sharp pair of scissors when you're cutting because it will give you a nice, nice edge. All right, and there is our card for today. Sweet birthday wishes focusing on the Sweetest Cherry stamp set that you can earn at 15% off for one day only, which is July 19th, which is today, 2023. So there is our card. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like. So on my sample, I actually put all my glue dots in behind here, so you don't necessarily see them, but I still think it's still a pretty cute card. So there is our card that we made today, the Sweetest Birthday Wishes. Now I'm going to show you some other samples that I made with this stamp set. So as I was telling you, I sit down at the beginning of, well, actually I sat down this afternoon and was starting to plan out what I want to do for August. So what I do is I sit down and I create all my projects. So I know I need to create one for my virtual class. I know I need to create one for my team Stampin' Chats, one for my Facebook Live, and I always try to do some samples after. So this is what I'm going to share with you is the samples and other things. Because I feel like when we see product being used in different ways, it might inspire us to want to purchase that stamp set, and then you can always come back to these videos and check them out and case the cards. So this is a case that I made from Connie Stewart. She is a demonstrator in the US and she's known for simple. I love when I saw these, I was like, oh my God, they look like little apricots. So you can use the cherry stamp set to create little apricots. Don't think just cherries. You could do apricots, you could do peaches, you could do oranges. You could even do blueberries if you wanted. They would be some pretty massive blueberries, but they would be really good. So once again, use that Zoo Crew Designer Series paper. This was one I made at the beginning of the month in my virtual class on the Wednesday night. So in this one, I used the punch. So I punched out the cherries from Poppy Parade, and then Early Espresso, my leaves are from Lemon Lime Twist. And then I took the Sponge Dabber and Poppy Parade ink to ink around the edges just to give it a little bit more of depth to make it look like really, sometimes you know how you get cherries that are really bright and then some cherries are really dark. And just said sweet birthday wishes. I was inspired by a card that I received from my DDM Genevieve. So I actually got the card last year and I really liked the layout, so I switched it out to use this year's current DSP. This is the, I believe this is the In Color 2023-2025 In Colors. I used the new basic 3D embossing folders that you can find a part of our online exclusives. I used the Stylish Shape dies. So there's that one. And then the one I made last night with my team is actually a case from my good friend Brenda Nelson, who's one of the artisans. I absolutely love this card. It's done with Bubble Bath and Lemon Lime Twist and Pecan Pie. And we use the Bright and Beautiful Designer Series paper. And then this is the nested essentials die. So super cute. And then once again, just did some stamping in the random background. So there was another card. So as you can see, I have made a variety of cards showcasing this beautiful, gorgeous stamp set that you can purchase right now for 15% off. I would highly recommend adding it to your collection, especially if you're a person who likes to give maybe gifts with like fruit trays. This would be a great card to give. And sometimes you just want to send a card in the summer and want someone to be like, you want to think of them, and why not send them a nice little fruit card? That would be really cute and to brighten their day. And it's a unique card. You're not going to find that in a store. It's handmade with love. All right, so just to recap, this is the Sweetest Cherry stamp set, which you can purchase the coordinating punch, which is a cherry builder punch. Right now, today only, which is Wednesday, July 19th, 2023, if you're watching this video on replay, is a one-day stamp sale with Stampin' Up, so 15% off. The stamp set is marked down too, so you can get it for $21.25. Purchase your bundle, your punch, and you have a great little bundle to create cards with. Head to my, as I said, I will upload this video. It will be on my blog, which is www.stampwithann.com. My goal this summer is to really work on blogging, and I've been doing pretty good for the last 2 weeks. So you will find these samples on my blog, not all of them because we're still throughout the week. And if you want to place an order in my online store, use this hostess code and I will send you a free pack of Tencel gems in as my way of saying thank you. So thank you so much for joining me today. I know I usually go at 8, but I decided to go at 4:30. Just this summer, I'm trying to work in my office from 9, my room from 9 to 5, and then I have the evening to go do things with my girls. We love ice cream, and what better way to eat ice cream in the summer? I will upload this video to my YouTube channel, and I will put it on my blog. It will be up either today or tomorrow. Thursday or Friday. And if you're interested in learning about what I do in my business, make sure you join the email, and I will link that in this video also at the end. So thank you so much for joining me. Have a great afternoon, and I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Bye, everyone.